Nazareth. After Jesus returned from the desert to his home village of Nazareth, he went into the synagogue and stood up to read the Scriptures. He was given the scroll of the prophet Isaiah, which he unrolled and began to read. "The Spirit of the Lord is with me. He has chosen me to bring good news to the poor, to announce freedom for prisoners and sight to the blind, to free all who suffer, and to declare the year of the Lord's blessing." He then rolled up the scroll, gave it back to the assistant, and sat down to teach. All eyes were on him. "Here and now, this prophecy is coming true," he said. And everyone was astonished as he began to teach. "Isn't this Joseph, the carpenter's son?" they said. "I know what you're going to say," Jesus said. "Will you do great things here in Nazareth? But I say to you, a prophet is never accepted in his own land. Isn't it true that there were many widows in Israel when Elijah was alive during the drought which lasted 3.5 years, with famine across the land? But Elijah went to a widow in Sidon, in the town of Zarephath. And weren't there many lepers in the time of Elisha? Yet none of them was healed, only Naaman the Syrian." At this, the people in the synagogue became angry with Jesus, and dragged him out of the synagogue to the top of the hill that the town was built upon. They intended to throw him off the edge, but Jesus slipped away through the crowd. Jesus decided to leave Nazareth and move to Capernaum, on the shore of the Sea of Galilee, beneath the twin hills of Zebulun and Naphtali. So was fulfilled Isaiah's prophecy. "Land of Zebulun and Naphtali, the road to the sea, beside the Jordan, Galilee, land of nations. The people sitting in the dark have seen a great light. It comes to those who live in the land of the shadow of death." From that time onwards, Jesus began to teach, "Turn back to God, for the kingdom of heaven will soon be here." Scroll of the prophet unfurled by truth, made flesh and blood and bone in carpenter's guise, seated in their midst with words of grace that shocked the wise, who looked for signs and wonders, but not at any price, as pride and disbelief shout down the gift of life. Isaiah in his time has known rejection's call, so too the man of whom he spoke will pay the price for all. And so the man of sorrows slips silently away, to birth God's kingdom here on earth, until that final, fulfilled day.